Hello, everybody. This is Joe Velitis. I am the sales manager at Becker Logistics. Thanks for joining us this month for our short video. We have been producing short videos on different topics relevant to the transportation logistics industry. Last month, in fact, we discussed the Department of Transportation's roadside inspections. And thank you all for the people who did listen to that and watch that video. Currently, we would like to address an issue that has been discussed frequently in the transportation industry and is still very much unresolved. That concern is over the driver shortage. Truck drivers are the essence of the transportation industry, and the demand for them will continue to affect several parties, including the drivers that are currently on the road. The demand for drivers will ultimately increase the price of transportation for all concerned parties. Carrier companies will have to pay their drivers more and provide more benefits or incentives to stay working for them. Third-party brokers will then have to pay the carriers that they hire more money, which then will fall back on the shipping companies paying more money out of their pockets for the same transportation that they've always shipped through the year. Why exactly is this shortage becoming an issue now? This problem has exponentially increased in the recent years as more transportation professionals reach the age of retirement. The average age of truck drivers is moving upwards as the number of Americans aged 55 or older will increase by 30%. Unfortunately, as current drivers have aged, less young people have chosen truck driving as a career option. It is no longer an attractive career path. As a young person looking into the job, they see long hours on the road, little pay incentive, and lack of benefits. And those that are young and interested in the job will not be enough to replace the retiring drivers. In a recent article from the Journal of Commerce, top reasons for driver turnover are addressed. It is up to the carriers to address these concerns and is doing so, providing more incentive to recruiting drivers. Competitive compensation, which includes benefits. The nature of the business proves that you won't always know what your paycheck will be. Companies should aim on recruiting drivers through advertisements with the average annual wage for their company, but keep in mind that drivers, like most of us, are attracted to competitive pay and benefits. Give more home time. While it is costly to ensure that drivers get home on a regular basis, it is vital that carriers keep and enforce the policy on home time. In the long-haul sector, a competitive plan lets drivers go home once a week for 36 hours or 10 days for every 2 days off. Keep a driver's personal life and family schedule in mind. Make sure equipment is up to standard. Drivers are working and sometimes sleeping in their tractors. Companies can keep their drivers happier by maintaining their trucks. Keep in mind the driver's comfort in the overall maintenance of the equipment. If the equipment is broken, the driver will lose money. Preventative measures should be taken to keep the vehicle running. In the result of a breakdown, companies should strive to expedite the repairs. Be respectful and honest with drivers. Similar to any employee, a lack of respect can ruin a relationship. Drivers should feel that their company listens and values their input and appreciates the work that they do. Recognition programs, an open line of communication, and joint driver-manager committees are good practices to support this rule. Maintain strong communication. Drivers should be aware of what is expected of them. They should be kept up to date on the company's strategic plans and current financial situation, or even the transportation industry as a whole. Communication is the key to nurturing the relationship with drivers. Problem resolution. If a problem arises while on the road that translates as a financial loss to the driver, and in some cases can mean revenue loss for the company and even force a driver to miss home time. The driver manager must effectively and diligently communicate with the driver on ways to solve the problem. While there are some problems that aren't easy to solve, communication will reinforce to the driver that their company backs them when they need it. Offer special training or extra training. All trucking companies should provide effective driver orientation so that the driver has a thorough understanding of what is expected on and off the road, including extensive training on new technology relevant to the job. When companies fall short on training, this can result in delays on picking up or dropping off and can even stimulate a general resentment towards the company for adding on additional work. Provide clear policies. A driver should know exactly what is expected of them, and when procedures and policies are in place, there is a fair way of deciphering the rules and regulations on the road. It is common to have disagreements over working hours. To combat this, supervisors should be scheduled similar shifts to their drivers, which could mean they are required to work nights and weekends as well. Finally, provide good compensation and happy working conditions. While you can recruit drivers with promises of good pay and fair treatment, companies must stand behind their word and deliver what is expected. If you say that drivers at your companies make $80,000 a year, when in fact only the top 2 drivers make anywhere close to that, will result in driver turnover. So basically, those are some components in regards to maintaining a way to keep driver turnover to a minimum, and also as well as to attract young people to the field. Thanks for listening and watching this video. We will be back with another video soon. Check out our website at www.beckerlogistics.com. Thank you again.